The text buzzed on my phone while I was standing in the kitchen, still wearing my work boots. Running late. Don't wait up. Lena. It was 9:47 p.m. I stared at the screen longer than I should have, the smell of cold dinner hanging in the air. She had promised she'd be home by 8. Again. I told myself it was nothing. I always did. I had no idea that in less than an hour, I'd see the exact moment my marriage cracked, right in front of people who were supposed to be strangers. The humiliation didn't happen quietly. It happened under crystal lights and champagne laughter. Lena had insisted I come with her to her friend Vivian's rooftop party, just for appearances, she said. I already felt out of place walking into that glass and gold penthouse, surrounded by men in tailored suits and women who spoke in casual numbers I couldn't relate to. Net worths. Vacations. Private schools. Someone asked me what I did. Before I could answer, Lena laughed. Oh, he just works in a pathetic little operations role, she said, waving her hand like she was brushing dust off a shelf. Nothing exciting. Then she smirked. Not a nervous smile. Not a joke gone wrong grin. A deliberate smirk, sharp, confident, satisfied. The laughter around us stung, but what hurt more was the way she didn't even look at me, like I wasn't worth seeing. That was the moment everything changed. On the drive home, she hummed softly, scrolling on her phone. I asked her why she said that. Oh my God, don't be so sensitive, she replied. You know I didn't mean it like that. But I noticed something then. She angled her phone away from me. Her thumb moved fast. Too fast. That night, lying beside her, I felt like I was next to a stranger wearing my wife's face. The signs had been there. I just hadn't wanted to see them. Missed calls she brushed off. A new password on her phone. Perfume on nights she worked late. The way she corrected my grammar in public, but avoided eye contact in private. I questioned myself first. You're insecure. She's ambitious. This is your problem. But doubt has a sound. It's quiet at first, like a drip in the dark. And once you hear it, you can't sleep. 2 weeks later, I found the messages by accident. Her phone lit up on the coffee table while she was in the shower. A name I didn't recognize. Ethan, last night was insane. Can't stop thinking about you. My hands shook as I opened the thread. I told myself to stop. I didn't. There were hotel selfies. Voice notes. Inside jokes I'd never heard. Complaints about me, my job, my clothes, my lack of ambition. One message broke something in me. I need someone on my level. I sat there, numb, listening to the shower run like white noise, wondering when I'd stopped being enough. When I confronted her, I didn't yell. I just asked, how long? She froze, then sighed, like I'd finally asked something inconvenient. 6 months, she said. It wasn't supposed to happen like this. She told me she felt trapped. That she wanted more. That Ethan understood her world. I asked her why she stayed. She said, because you're safe. That hurt worse than the affair. We talked until dawn. She cried. I didn't. Not then. She said she was sorry. She said she didn't mean to humiliate me. She said she never thought I'd actually leave. But when I remembered that smirk, the way she had reduced me to a joke to impress people who didn't even know me, I felt something settle inside my chest. Clarity. I moved out a week later. Quietly. No drama. Just boxes and echoes. The apartment was small. Cheap. Mine. Some nights I missed her laugh. Some mornings I hated myself for it. But slowly, I remembered who I was before I became someone's embarrassment. I took pride in my work again. I stood straighter. I stopped apologizing for existing. The last time I saw Lena, months later, she looked smaller somehow. She asked if we could talk. I smiled. Not bitterly, not sadly. I already said everything I needed to say. I told her. And I meant it. Because humiliation can break you, or it can wake you up. That night on the rooftop, when my wife smirked and made me feel small, she thought she was winning. What she really did was set me free.